Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. 93 Mustang GT Fox body car. You know, these Fox body cars have really become collectible, and this one in particular has been taken to a level that we don't think we've ever experienced here before. So if I have to, I might read off this sheet a little bit. Not that I don't know enough about the car, it's just that I won't be able to remember everything on there. I don't know whether we start with the engine or the paint or whatever, but let's start with the paint to begin with, because this is been repainted, and I'd like you to just have a quick peek at the quality of it so you can see, make your own judgment how clear you can see that. And make sure that you, when you're looking for cars on the internet, that you're able to get somebody to give you some video. You know, seeing just pictures online, I buy cars too from people and they send me pictures and what have you, and I gotta tell you what, they do not show up a lot of times like they really have been described. In this case here, this car was traded into us. We knew about it. It's well built. It comes with a host of receipts and features and things like that. And I have to tell you that to get a folder with the car, to get all the work and all the quality from the car is the first place you want to start. So we looked at the great paint on the car. Upgraded set of rims, 17s all the way around. Big Baer brakes here with cross-drilled and slotted rotors. Those are four-wheel disc brakes on this car, by the way. This has an upgraded suspension, and you'll see there's a lot of stiffening pieces underneath and up top and whatever to make the Fox body a lot better car than it started life as. It was a great platform because it was really light, but it didn't really have the strength of some of the other cars out there. This car has been taken to that level, keeping it light still, okay, because it has aluminum heads, keeping it light still, but stiffening it up so that you could take this out on a road race course. In just a little bit, you'll be able to vintage race this car, which would be really cool. Can you imagine being out on the track with some of the other cars and just rolling on past them? Because this thing is bad A, all right? Okay, let's take a peek under the hood for a minute and see what all the rumble's about. Let's go on over here and let's have a little peeky-weeky, okay? All right, so Serpentine belt system here with the Pro Charger, all right? And everything in here has been done well and upgraded to match what it is. Nobody just shoved an engine in this car and left the stock transmission, left the stock rear, left the stock radiator. All of that has been changed to accommodate and accompany the performance upgrades of this car. For instance, it's got a Griffin radiator in here, which barely fits in the car, but it is so much bigger than the stock radiator, okay, because you want to keep it cool. I know this, when I go for a cruise, the last thing I want to do is have my car overheat. That is the worst, okay? It's got a giant electric fan right here, all right? And if you're really paranoid, we could add one more fan on the other side for you, but it looks to be great. It's a 90+ degree day outside, and this thing idles and runs cool and rolls on down the road. It's got the Edelbrock Performer upgraded fuel injection system with an upgraded mass airflow sensor, all right? It's got aluminum heads, and on there stamped on the AF there for you, so you guys know. The racing heads are on there. Ceramic coated headers, MSD ignition system, MSD billet distributor. You know, I'm rattling off a lot of expensive items, but like Maximum Motorsports plates here to keep the strut towers in place. The suspension upgrades, you can adjust compression and dampening from up top as well as from the bottom. And the list is very long. You don't want to hear all the details of it, but the receipts and all that good stuff come with all the things from the HID headlights, the adjustable things that are underneath the car that you can't see either. Four-wheel disc brakes, which are power disc brakes, and power steering, so this car is still really drivable, especially if you want to drive it every day. All right, so the styling of the Mustang GT during this time I thought was great. It had that great apron back here with the call out for what it was, big wing on the back. Just, it really, styling-wise, has held up well. For some cars, the styling has not done so well. Okay, so, what do we have back here? Infinity subwoofer, okay, MB Quartz amp, 5.0 trunk mat. Check that thing out. That's really nice. You guys should feel the weight of this thing. This right here may be a 50-pound subwoofer. I don't know what kind of magnets inside the subwoofer back there, but it is big. But all the panels look great. The back seats fold down if you want them to just make it a 2+2. Looks to me like everything in the car has been redone, like the dash and the seats and the panels back here. Got nice tint on it. It just looks great back here. All right, so let's move inside because a lot more money was spent in there too. Okay, so in here's some pretty cool stuff. All right, so we have an upgraded set of Autometer gauges. We just bought some billet pieces that we're going to install in here. So when you see the upgraded pictures, they may not be in the video, but they could be in the pictures that we keep online as well. All right. kind of stock in here, but it's really nicely done. It looks like the seats have been recovered, door panels, carpets, custom mats to match the back mat back there. This is the Pioneer head unit with HD radio, iPod, Bluetooth. We saw the subwoofers and amps, speakers virtually everywhere throughout the car. It's got the power mirrors still. It's got the remote control for the radio. It's got the Koni shocks in there, and the only reason I remembered that is because I saw the decal right there. 140 mile an hour speedometer, but it's got a boost gauge, fuel pressure, oil pressure, water. Even though it has the stock gauges in the dash, that looks kind of cool in there. Power windows. Anyway, you know, I've kind of talked about it enough, so really what matters is what's it sound like. So how about I fire it up for you so you can hear. It's got a great cam, settles down. It's got a little bit of lump to it, but it's nice. And with the blower whine, most people are going to know there's something a little different under the hood than a stock Mustang GT. All right, closing up the video, listen, we're talking about a 331 cubic inch factory Ford racing motor in here, rated at 509 horsepower on pump gas with the regular pulley. You put a little bit smaller pulley on it. They told us that we can get somewhere around 600 horsepower with not really any more strain on the drivetrain. Can you imagine 500 or 600 horsepower on a car that came originally with 225? Unbelievable. Heavy duty transmission, upgraded rear differential, new paint, suspension, 17-inch wheels, the Baer brakes, the killer sound system. Dude, I'm telling you, if you can find a way to get this car in your life, you cannot have much more fun with your clothes on. Call us, 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this 93 Mustang GT Pro Touring model.